The member for Berowra.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer. Will the Treasurer remind the House of the Morrison government's strong record in creating jobs? How will the Morrison government's JobMaker plan ensure more jobs are being created as our economy recovers from the COVID-19 pandemic? And is the Treasurer aware of any alternative policies?
The Treasurer has the call.
Well, thank you, Mr Speaker. I thank the member for Berowra for his question and acknowledge his extensive work in Indigenous health, in mental health and in education, Mr Speaker, and his strong advocacy on those issues. Now, Mr Speaker, we entered this economic crisis from a position of economic strength. The Coalition has helped create over 1.5 million jobs since we came to government, Mr Speaker. We have seen the participation rate reach a record high, Mr Speaker. We saw youth unemployment fall. We saw the gender pay gap narrow, Mr Speaker. When it came to employment growth, we were in February, had an employment growth rate of 2%, which was double the OECD average. In February, unemployment was 5.1%, which compared to 5.7% when we came to government. Now, of course, the economy has been hit by this one-in-a-century pandemic. And what we saw today in the unemployment numbers, with the unemployment rate increased to 7.1%, and 228,000 people lose their job over the month of May. Now, Mr Speaker, these are not just numbers. These are family members, these are friends, these are workmates, these are neighbours. That's the human toll of the coronavirus. And that's why this government has responded, Mr Speaker, with a range of income supports, but also the Home Builder program, knowing that there is around 1 million people employed in the construction sector, with the extension of the instant asset write-off, recognising that investment creates jobs, and of course the infrastructure program, bringing forward since last November $7.8 billion of infrastructure programs and fast-tracking 15 projects, helping to create more than 60,000 jobs. Now, Mr Speaker, while the Coalition was putting in place $260 billion of income support, the cash flow boost, doubling the safety net, and providing cash payments to households, and of course the JobKeeper program, what was the shadow ERC working on in the great traditions of Hawke and Keating? What was their single signature economic policy that they were working on to help get the economy working, Mr Speaker, and getting Australians back into work? What was it? What was the member for Rankin and the member for Grainler working on, Mr Speaker? They were working on, wait for it, a national driver's licence, Mr Speaker, a national driver's licence as their single economic policy. Now, even the member for Rankin can't blame the media for that, Mr Speaker. That is the reality. A national driver's licence, Mr Speaker, L plates from economic lightweights.